My name is Awais Arshad, and I would like to give a quick demonstration of running swupdate, which is an software update path framework, which you can basically use to update the partitions of your embedded Linux on your device, which could be an STM32 board, or in this case, my Raspberry Pi 5. I chose Raspberry Pi 5 because it's the latest and the greatest Raspberry Pi, and it can also be used for artificial intelligence, edge AI projects using a dedicated hat and dedicated hardware. So the purpose of this video is to just give you a brief overview about swupdate, which is an OTA framework, which has an integrated web server, which you're going to see just after a short while. How does that thing work? And this update can be used as a firmware upgrade path for embedded devices meant for IoT or edge AI. And there is a tool called Yocto, which can be used to create an embedded Linux image, which I have done in this particular demo. And then you can make swupdate package, which can be installed inside that image. So the main advantage of using Yocto is that it gives you a lot of freedom about what kind of packages do you want in your embedded Linux image, and the size of the image can be customized instead of using, let's say, Ubuntu. And the Raspberry Pi itself is pretty cheap hardware for IoT projects, let's say, or for any person who would like to learn embedded Linux or Yocto or swupdate, let's say, they can just buy Raspberry Pi Zero, actually, just to start with. Or for more complex projects, they can use Raspberry Pi 5, as I have already mentioned, that this can be used for edge AI and more resource-intensive IoT projects. So coming back to the main point about the swupdate itself. Um, so the swupdate is something like, as I have explained, it can be an OTA implementation. And those who are familiar with the OTA or software update path, they know that generally speaking, your Linux, embedded Linux, basically comes up with a boot up sequence process. You have a boot partition, and then you have a file system called rootfs, root file system, to run the embedded Linux. There is a kernel